McCray here from CAL FIRE. Chief.
Good morning, thank you. I'd like to first of all thank all the departments within the county government for their cooperation and attention to this event. We do not have an emergency. Fire activity has been very low statewide in the last 24 hours. However, we are prepared for this event. We will stay prepared for this event, which we expect to last through Friday. In preparation, we've augmented our staffing. We've brought on additional equipment as well as augmented our aircraft resources throughout Northern California. So the real test for us is going to be the next 48 to 72 hours. At this time we have no emergencies, and we just look forward to getting through this with the diligence and care by the public in preventing wildfire. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief McCray. I think it's important to also highlight here that, you know, I think one thing this is revealing is that we're very, very dependent on PG&E and PG&E power. I think one thing that we do have to say is Humboldt County, as we pull out of this, is look at ways of being self-sufficient on our power grid. And as we move forward, because two transmission lines coming into the county and something goes wrong with that, it takes out the whole county power. That is an issue, that is a problem. And so we will be working with our local governments to see how we can improve that in the future. I think people need to take time, you know, as we are in Humboldt County, to prepare for events like this. Again, we don't have an emergency going on right now. It's a power outage. To make sure that we'll be prepared next time in the event that there is a massive earthquake or there is a wildfire, and we have to respond to the actual emergency and deal with the power outage, deal with infrastructure loss. And so I think it's important that we take lessons learned and then move on from there. I'm very, very appreciative of the collaboration that the Sheriff's Office and the county has right now, working with Humboldt Bay Fire, Eureka Police Department, all the city governments, CAL FIRE, our Department of Health and Human Services, and Public Health Director. Everyone has been great, including State Office of Emergency Services that have personnel here. Also, Allison Talbot from PG&E has been checking in, and I appreciate her and the information that she's been giving us. And so we will be working together again to collaborate to try and get enough information out to the public as possible, because we know it's important for you. So at this point in time, I'd like to open up for questions one at a time.
Amy, you mentioned that the airport is open. Are flights in and out unaffected so far?
There were some delays this morning, but the remainder of the flights have been unaffected.
Thanks.
We heard something about, I think the chief said something about Friday. Is that like some kind of estimate or something?
Yeah, so the National Weather Service, they have estimated that the red flag warning will be finished or over at 11 a.m. on Thursday. Now, you know, working with PG&E, they can't just flip the switch back on once the weather event is over. They have to inspect the transmission lines, and that is only done in our rural area through helicopter. And so they're going to have to go ahead and fly those transmission lines to ensure that all of them are operational before they flip that power switch on. So that's something that they will be working on, and that's something that will be hopefully working with PG&E, knowing when those helicopters are in the air, and when that may occur. So we're hoping that it occurs more sooner than later, but like I said, we're preparing for that 48 hours. So I just got reminded there's 18,000 miles of lines here that they have to inspect. So there's a lot of lines out there that they have to look at. But I'm getting assurances that there's not just one helicopter that will be flying, there's multiple helicopters, and they're going to do it as quick as possible. So as soon as they're able to. Now there's high winds in the ridges, you know, that may prevent helicopters from flying. And again, it has to be weather conditions to actually restore the lines before they're actually able to do that. So
this is probably a question for PG&E, but were any of you informed why the efforts to get the Humboldt Bay Power Plant to power the local customers was unsuccessful?
They did not tell us the specific reasons why they could not energize the lines with the local power plant, other than they don't have the capability of doing that at this time. But they hope to remedy this after this event.
right, if there's no further questions, you guys